Hi guys, and welcome back to the virtual allotment, your virtual allotment. You'll notice I didn't have a video up last week, and it's a very short one this week, and that's because we've had torrential rain. We've just had rain for 4 days on the run. Everywhere's saturated, weeds are coming up. I've managed to do a couple of the paths. I've not finished one of the beds. I finished two, but the final one I've not managed to do. And I've got some onions and some garlic to plant. So let's have a look what we've done, and also plant some of these onions and garlic. Today's probably going to be the last day that we get to do it, because it is so damp. So the videos are going to be, I say fortnightly, but they may not be. The only other thing I need to do now before spring is to move the fruit trees and to plant those, so I'll come back with a video of planting the fruit trees at a later date. Okay, so let's have a look around and see what we've got. So as you can see, the weeds have all started to come up. You've got to keep on top of everything. And this is the path that I've put down. You've seen before that I put the rubber matting down, but what I've done is I've put, I don't know if you can see, I'll just check on this one at the end because you can see it a bit better here. So you can see I've put some weed suppressant down underneath the path, and then I've put wood chip down the edges. Now the local cats are loving the wood chip, as I found today, but that'll keep the weeds down over there. This is the bed that I've not finished. As you can see, the leaves are all starting to fall, so provide a good mulch. There's a path that I've done with the wood chip. This bed's done, but nothing done, and I may cover that up so that the weeds don't come up over winter, because we'll not be planting anything in that bed or that bed until spring. And then here's the final path. And then, just lift that up. What we're going to do today is we're going to plant some onions, and then we're going to cover them with that netting cage, because when the onions and garlic start to come up and the little green shoots start to lift, then the birds think that they're worms and they pull them all out. So just to protect them. As you can see, the weeds and grass is all growing, and when I get a dry day I will cut it all back, but it really is getting a dry day. It's raining today, it's only spitting at the moment, but it's just not the best time of year for having an allotment, but there's things that you can do. So let's have a look at the onions and garlics that we've got. So back in the shed, I'll just pop the lights on. There we go. Okay, so we've gone for electric onions, which are a red, and there they are, just tiny little ones. So they're about this big at the moment, and they should grow to about this big. So quite a big improvement. You get 100 onion sets for £2.99. These are from a local garden centre, and it gives you the instructions on the back as to how to do it. I don't know if that's clear, but it says basically to dig a hole 2 inches deep. Yeah, dig a hole 2 inches deep and 4 inches apart, and then plant the onion. And you plant it with, you can see on the bottom of the onion the little, oops, there we go. See on the onion, the bottom, the little roots, that goes down, and then the pointy bit goes up. I've also got some, I don't know how you pronounce this one, senchua onions, which are a white onion, and again you plant them exactly the same, so it's 2 inches down and 4 inches apart, and another 100 onions, similar size, for £2.99. And then the garlic that they had in at the garden centre was this one, which is So it's like swearing. Focaccia. Focaccia. I'm sure somebody will alter me on that one. But those, just turn those round. Again, you get 3. So you get 3 garlics for $2.99. Yeah, $2.99. And you plant those 2 inches and 4 inches apart. So exactly the same as the onions. So they're all going to be 2 inches deep and 4 inches apart. Now with the garlic, I'll just show you. I'll just stop the video for a second while I get mine. Okay, so let's see if I can pop this up on the side and then you'll be able to see. So there's a garlic. Where's it? There it is. Okay, and you can see it's got all these bumpy things on, which are the cloves. And what you do is you just separate it, each one, and then this clove, you plant it. And that one clove will then grow into another one of those, a big one. And then next year you can do the same again, just keep going on and on and on, if you don't eat it, of course. And this one, you can probably see dirt on my nails there. Like the onions, it has a pointy top and a flat bottom. And the flat bottom goes down, the pointy top goes up. And it's as simple as that. So even though you've only got 2 bulbs, each bulb, sorry, 3 bulbs, each bulb separates. So that's 4, 5, 6. Gosh, this is a tough one. 6. Sort of split. I'm not sure whether I'd use that one. So 7, 8, 9 tiny ones there. So there we go. Yeah, and then 1 big one. So overall you've got 10. So you've got about 30 garlics there. That's enough garlic for anybody, even a vampire. Okay, so lots of garlic. So we'll go and plant those. Now I'm doing this on my iPad, so unfortunately I'm not going to be able to hold it. But what I'll do is I'll plant them. I'll dig the holes, show you the holes, put them in, show you that bit, cover them up, and then show you the finished thing. Alright, see you in a moment. Okay, so as you can see, I've laid out the garlic, which is the first 2 rows, and then the electric red onions. I'll do the other ones afterwards. So I've got 2 rows of garlic and 4 rows of onions, and there's 52 onions and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 26 garlic. So you just need to put them in. Where's my hand? There, you need to put them in that deep, so you can just this is really well drained soil, so just literally that deep, like that, and then just cover it over. And then you can do this because the soil is so soft. You can just push them in, cover it over, and that's what I'll do all the way along, and then I'll come back. So as you can see, all the garlics and onions are planted, and I did get my trowel out to do it, but because the soil's soft, what I used was, to clear that, is this little thing, which is a dibber, and it cost me £1 from Pound Shop, and literally just pop it in like that, take it out, you see you've got a hole, and then just cover it up. Nice and easy. So I'll carry on doing the rest of the onions, and then I'll come back to you. So that's all the garlic and onions planted. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I've put string across, and that just helps me remember where they're planted. So I've put the labels on, which will probably get rained on and lost, but it gives me an idea of what's where. So I've got my garlic on the right side of that string, my electric red onions on the right side of that string, and then my white onions on the right side of that string. As you can see, you can't see anything, so it's really difficult, and that's why you need to mark it out. Now all I'm going to do is put this cover over the top of that, and then that is it for today. Like I said, short video, and once I've done that I'll come back to you. So that's it all covered up, marked out, and now we just leave it to grow. Make sure it's well watered, but the amount of rain we're having at the moment, it should be. And they will be ready in about July. That means that bed, that little bit of a bed, is tied up until then. So that will be all I'll plant in that bed for my others. Any other others will go in this bottom section or that bottom section. So as you can see, it's taken up about a third of that bed. So next to that will be my brassicas or my roots, and then the brassica raw roots at the top there. So we've got the others, the brassicas and the roots. And let's just turn this round. So that's it for this week. Little short video about planting onions and garlic, and I'll be back soon. Not sure when. If you subscribe, you'll get the updates, and that'll be when I'm moving the fruit trees. Okay, we really can't say when, as to it's depending on the weather. Okay, so thanks for liking, thanks for sharing, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.